have the press conference. So before we start, we have the honor to introduce you our guest for this morning. We have with us no less than the Regional Program Coordinator of the National Nutrition Council, Dr. Catalino Dotolio. Sorry, sir. Good morning, sir. We also have with us Dr. Milagros Bolito, the head of the Family Health Unit of the Department of Health. And we have also Ms. Merlinda Tuazon, the Senior Research Specialist of the Department of Agriculture, and Ma'am Eileen Kimbo, the City Agricultural Technologist of the City Agriculturist Office. Okay, so of course, to our friends from the media, good morning once again and welcome to our press conference. Thank you very much for joining with us this morning. So before we start with the press con proper, we request our guests to give their opening messages.
Maupay nga nutrisyon, no? Maupay nga nutrition man celebration ha buos sa Region 8.
Okay, man.
So, good morning once again and welcome.
Good morning again, and then I would like to reiterate that the Department of Agriculture really is very happy in celebrating with the NNC and other partners and stakeholders with this 44th celebration of the National Nutrition Council. Thank you.
Mapay nga ang kahaatod na tanan, papasalamat ako kay Ma'am Merly, Dr. Bolito na-invite kami. At least meron na kami kabulig, ang susulong na urban gardening, agri-nutrition. Salamat.
So thank you so much. We are now ready to entertain your questions. You may introduce yourselves before you ask your question. So who will start to ask his question? Sir Sarver, please.
Good morning. I'm not going to ask about gardening because we discussed a lot during the opening program. But ako gusto ma-baroon, sir, what's the current status of malnutrition in Region 8?
Okay, so in terms of the malnutrition rate in the region, so but I just would like to contextualize malnutrition, no? Dili kay malnutrition in its essence has many phases, no? The ones we call stunting. So ano is stunting? So ang stunting is an height or ang length ang bata habubuhan iya edad, no? And then ang ikaduha is wasting, no? So ang timbang sa bata is lower than the child's length or height. Then ang underweight, ang timbang ang bata habubo kay hatiya edad, no? So and then may kita overweight, obesity, and the micronutrient malnutrition. Amo ito't mga phases of malnutrition in the Philippines, no? So in terms of stunting, no, so in terms of stunting in the region, hataas kung kita, no, around 33%, with Samar province being the number 1 at 20%, then Biliran at 15%, and then Northern Samar at 15%. In terms of city, Baybay unfortunately is at 25.4, followed by Tacloban City, then Calbayog City in that particular order. No? So that is in terms of stunting. In terms of wasting naman, mga magasa, no? Or wasted, no? So Samar again is number 1 at 5.2, and then Biliran is 4.8, and then Northern Samar in that particular order pa rin. And then in terms of the cities, kanina Baybay, yan na, it's actually Calbayog City, followed by Baybay City, and then Ormoc City. That is in terms of wasting, no? In terms of underweight, number 1 pa rin Samar, no? Pero dili na kaayo tag-as, no? In terms of the prevalence of wasting and ranking. Konting trabaho na lang, then we will be achieving the threshold of both of those indicators in malnutrition.
Okay, thank you, Doc, for that information. Any more question? Yes, Sir Jack.
Good noon. I'm Jack Gadayngan, Publisher of Nation Builder and HIMSUB President, Vice President. I would like to throw my question to the DA. Since our theme clearly dictates na lako itong participation dito agriculture actually. And in terms of success ini nga team, the bagago dito frontline is Department of Agriculture. So in Region 8, aton agency prepared by ni pag to go into this project itong kon. Can you give me a figure pag surapo ini in Region 8 alone? Katima, if you estimate how much technology hapon in terms of technical assistance ng itong kon.
Hello. Okay, thank you, Sir Jack, for the question. Yes, we are happy that we are much a part of this year's theme, Ugaliing Magtanim, Sapat na Nutrisyon ay Aanihin. No, the bottom line there is, in order to pursue with this theme, no, we should be working together among agencies, our stakeholders, and then what DA can impart, of course, are the seeds, the vegetable seeds, the other planting materials, and then not just that, we can also give free trainings and seminars, because it's not enough that we have these available seeds and planting materials, but we have also enough what Sir Jack has offered or said, that at least we can provide technical assistance, because in farming or in gardening, there is so much new technology and innovations. And what Dr. Dotolio has emphasized also, that home gardening is not just planting of vegetables. We won't just produce vegetables, but we will also grow animals side by side. Now, what are the examples of this? We have chicken, you can grow a swine, and then even quail, and then even ducks, or some, if your area is quite a larger one, you can have carabao or cows. Now, what can do an agriculture have this? Also, we have free trainings and seminars on how to take care of these animals, how to grow for these, because it is not just easy to grow animals. It needs also technical expertise. So these future home gardeners should also know this. And then for the, what is this? For the availability of the animals, the protocol is, you are going to write to the Department of Agriculture, and then you have there the name of our Regional Executive Director, Attorney Cipriano Santiago, and then we will address your queries or letter accordingly. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Ma'am.
Do we have value in figures?
No, I cannot give you right now the value of the figures that you need, but what I can see now is that please visit to our office at the regional office, Canaraw Hill, just beside the ILG. I know, Sir Jack, you know very much our office location. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Ma'am. Yes, Sir Ray.
Yeah, once again, good morning. Ray Gaspar from Tacloban City. Siguro kan Ma'am Merlinda on agriculture. We believe na problema ito natin mga nutrition is due to insufficient food security. And I have seen your framework. It was very nice. The components of good And kung nahinumdum ako, one of the component there was that the provision of the family-based food production. And usa pa din ang mga pay component na nakita ko, an AO component on dairy production, wherein the output milk will be used for malnourished and nutrition kids. So, karuyag ko lang nga component ba ng pakianhan, ikumusta iyo. So far, kung ano na ini, status, kapag kaya na, kung hindi ba nagagamitan na natin o nakakabulig na in terms of increasing family income at the same time, anaton to fight hunger and malnutrition.
Okay, thank you, sir, from the gentleman of Tacloban City, Samar. Your question, sir, is that I missed that the focal person for this SAAD program is not around. By the way, for our other listeners, especially Doc Cathy and then Doc Bulito, to give you an idea, SAAD means a special area for agricultural development. Now, there is a specific focal person about that, sir, and honestly, I cannot address your question, but I'm pretty well sure that SAAD really is doing just their job right, because during the current assessment in the first quarter, Region 8 bagged the first place for SAAD. Yes, that. So, it could also mean that generally, your two questions banked on there could be addressed, or is already, we are on the right track on the addressing the said problem. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations to DA Region 8 for their SAAD program. Yes, Ma'am Cecil.
Good morning po Manano. So I'm Cecilia Tibo from DYOG Radio Pilipinas, Calbayan. It's a government radio station, formerly DYOG Radio ng Bayan, Calbayan. So my question is addressed to the DA. So as a member of the Regional Nutrition Evaluation Team, nanonotice namon ang mga data na amon na i-evaluate haros sa tanan din sa Region 8. Ang data from the DA, di rin naka-specify ang families with malnourished children as beneficiaries of the programs. So usually, anaan to permit for families or for peace. So pwede ada ito mabutangan dito sa as beneficiaries at families with malnourished children, kaya siya ito na permi naman gini-evaluate. So di rin naman nakukuha ito nga data. Kinukurian ka mo permit pagparapakian na sa mga taga-DA. So usually di rin yung abab di sa submit la diretsyo. So paano naman ang pag-evaluate sa implementation sa program kung naan tulad dito in poor families or for peace?
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Tibo. No, I would like just also to be honest with you that I am just newly appointed for what is this RTWG member this 2018 lang. So, having this assignment with me, so I can promise you that I will do that. And that is also one of the things, Doc Cathy, for the first time that I attended at the Leyte Park, kasi gusto ko magbasa ng data. Oo, gusto ko yung figures. Now, one thing that I was aware of or even cautioned of is the prevalence of what is this malnutrition in Eastern Visayas. And your suggestion, ma'am, is well carried. I've noted that and I will really talk to our director. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that very informative what is this information idea.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, next question, please. Yes, sir, Sarbal again.
Question ko na lahat, DOH. Ano itong consequence para itong mga bata nga di nakakakaon ba yung tutanon, especially mga bata pa, mga gupti pa ba? Anong consequence naman from the DOH point of view?
Ini nga consequences, no? And we know, maram na itong iba, no? Itong mga atong sinisil advocacy. Nga, in the first place, diri, that will cause, no? Ang mga stunting, malnutrition, no? So, kung bisan, na? And it doesn't come from the children anay. Kinahanglan liwat, di daliwat ang nanay. No? The consequences of this is kung diri maupay ang pagkaunhan aton mga bata, of course, ang aton intelligence, no? Ang aton pag-ieskwela, no? Diri ito magiging maupay. And it will also result, no? Nga diri, meaning, and in terms of the nutritional aspect, no? Of the children, the consequences of this. Okay, ayan, thank you, Doc. So, ayan, encourage your children and grandchildren to eat vegetables. Sir Jack, ang imo baby, pakaunahin vegetables. Baby, dire apo.
Next year?
Hello. I'd like to throw this again to my next question to DA. Any two of you can answer the question. Now, kanina, lecture about container gardening. It was mentioned nga pwede mo igawas, pagpa-sunlight, pagpa-uran, pwede naman isulod, pag-protect mga kayaman or animals. Now, ito ako na question. For example, itong mga common mangguligtan natin, pitch side. In one day, mga pila ka hours itong angay hayaya ada sunlight?
Good morning. Vegetable usually needs 6 straight hours of sunlight. Vegetables, 6 straight hours of sunlight. So, ang ito iya kay container man, o sa mga kabilat nga narasod ko container kita para hurapot na hiya. Kung Uranus, di ba? Kita at atong panahon, matutinggal pag Uran, siyarak naman. So, kung Uranus yung duro, ito sa asako. So, kailangan niya yung sunlight, mga panahon, gagawas niya 6 straight hours dapat. Thank you.
Okay, so next question, please. Yes, Ma'am Evelyn.
ADV 24, Evelyn, bako naga ADV 24. Siguro ita akong address, o ita akong question, ma-address ka ng Lokati. Kaya may mga areas na nakakadto namon nga walay pahiya kadto gihapon hin melty or caravan. So ako nakikita ko hira nga timbangan waray kay nakurang iba nga barangay. Mga information about nutrition barangay waray hira ito nga corner, nutrition corner. Ang panimbang halos diri matimbang kay kung diri nakakahuram mga medisina or ano nga mga warming hayra diri nakakaabot hayra itong barangay. So akong pakiana, pwede ba kami as media mag-refer NNC na ito nga mga BHW or BNS signan bahira pag-attendin training para hira mahibalo nga mag-push hira kaira mismo barangay or kay diri man hira maaram. So nagiino ko ila hira na ibabaro hira pag nahingangat to kami nga wari kami so dapat may training kayo maaram. So amo dyan at ako igipapagod kayo mo dokati nga problema.
Okay, so mic test. Thank you, Lady B, yung pang kilala, no? So, actually, damo mga factors, no? Una, anatong mga BNS, nag-i-eleksyon ko ng barangay tulo ka to every 3 years, no? So, amo nga ito, nga naliliwanan nila, no? So probably ang media makakabulig ito pag-advocate ang atong mga local government units di daha barangay nga di nila anay tinaliwanan unless may dahira pundo liwat magpa-trade ito nga mga BNS. Pero unless wala hila pundo kay mapir may magkita nga waray pundo ang mga barangay, so amo ito like yan na mapuproblemi kita bugos sa Pilipinas kay magliliwan-liwat hit mga BNS. So natat-advokasya ito nga dapat unta di nalahira liwanan kay parang aton gin transfer ng technology aada na hirang, hindi na liwat kita mag-invest in bago nga kwarta, bago nga mga tao, katima pa nawawala na itong timbangan kay waray mga proper accountability, no? So, gusto ko nga ipakianak kung hain itong mga lugar nga waray mga timbangan, kaya as far as I know, Dili man po the National Nutrition Council it na provide, no? There are various agencies like we depend more on the Department of Health and our non-government organization partner. Ito nga mga anthropometric tools. Kay pag human nag-Yolanda, nagbabarahain mga timbangan, mga height board, katima, yan na, after 2 years, nawawala naman ito. Hay naman ngay anak ng gipanhatag nga bulig in mga international agencies nga ng Department of Health also. Ngan guti from the National Nutrition Council. So, amo ito aton advocacy. Pero salamat gyapon sir nga natatag-an niyo ito nga mga local government unit nga nagkakawarayan in anthropometric tools kasi sila ang priority natin, particularly with the Department of Health through the HPEP nga i-api na ito. Kaya importante manggunan anthropometric tools kay para may reliability ang aton data nga ginkukuha. No? So salamat ito nga information, and then from the National Nutrition Council, nagkakandak ko kita yung inventory kung nakhihingain ito nga mga timbangan. May na pa mga nagagamit ato yung mga mga bathroom scale. Waray naman good ito, no? So, amo ito, salamat sa information. And then, ikaduha liwat, I hope makakuha kaming datos ika nga iyo so we can refer this barangay or municipality nga why mga anthropometric tools, why timbangan or height board, so we can always refer that to the program manager and ultimately from the family health office and the regional director of the Department of Health kung pwede maglaan hinayin pundo para ito ng mga anthropometric tools.
So can we add also, with the Department of Health actually, if you have any problems, as Dr. Cathy has said, can we name, no? Because we don't want, we want an evidence-based. Kasi if we're just pinpointing is a general statement, kami what we give actually, it is an augmentation in terms of the logistic support that we are given to the different RHUs, no? We give that and through HPEP. So we want also an evidence-based, now where is it? Because actually through HPEP, all the BHS, we're talking about the BHS kasi there are already different logistics, no, support that were given to the different RHUs. So we also have that same in terms of the accountability. We want also to be that the RHUs will be accountable for that kasi hindi naman we don't go directly to the BHS. We give whatever augmentations that we give to RHUs, and then the RHUs will be the one to give them to the different BHS.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Cathy.
May follow pa ako.
Okay, follow up ka.
Same lugar gihapon na sabdan gihapon namin dito nga, siyempre itong gobyerno from the national to the provincial government, nagahatag itong di mga puno, mga ano-ano nga era, mga support, pipakadobos. At tapos kung nahangat ko nahaubos, say particularly in barangays, ito nga puno, di rin nahihangat to ha mga farmers, kay dito la haira gini-staff o barangay officials. So amo ito na magliwan naman, so encourage namin itong barangay officials nga sugaran niyo hini, baguhan niyo kay itong gobyerno, may ada itong mga support na niyo. It is particularly in Pinabacdaw, tabok ito is San Isidro.
So that's it, guys. DOH and the NNC really need our help. Let's help them address these concerns through our advocacy efforts. So next question. Yes, Sir Nelson.
Hello. Good morning. Nelson Braga, ETV 24. Hello pala ako, ma'am, nag-discount today. Kay didiha ako sa bungto, o barangay, sa Kapit Calbiga, ang iyo maging panhatag ng mga seeds. Aad to na rin itong eradicat center, gini mo naging pantambak lang ito. San Ignacio.
Excuse me, sir. What barangay is that?
Barangay San Ignacio.
San Ignacio?
Calbiga.
Calbiga.
Bago na yan ang kapitan.
Vegetable seeds. Gitambak lang.
Sa Ilaroman.
And then, you mean it was really put into waste?
O, nakatamid. Agupaw na eh. Sayang lang, di ba?
So meaning, wala yun nila distribute. Don't they have time to distribute or they just don't like?
Wala, kaya hindi niya papanahon. Wala nga niya. Hindi nga niya nagkakandakin.
I would just like to make it sure where the vegetable seeds come from because the LGU has also procurement on vegetable seeds. The LGU that has budget for that. Well, anyway, thank you, sir, for that information. I will make a follow-up out of this because this is money. And then with your, what is this, ma'am, sharing with us, that is Pinabakdaw, Barangay San Isidro. Barangay San Isidro. So meaning, tawid dagat pa?
May kalano na eh.
Along the highway?
Tinatawid din.
Tinatawid din.
Only na
Pambo.
ngayon, bago lang na nagkaroon ng
So when was that? Your observation was just this year?
This year, and then mga tao kahapon, last month, yun ang mga reklamo nila.
Reklamo nila?
Ang mga tao.
Yung fertilizers?
Yung mga constituents ko. Kasi nakikita nila. Only na, ayun kung nag-picture sila. Ano siguro, mga takot din naman.
So, Barangay San Isidro talaga?
Pinabakdaw.
Oo. So, the municipal agriculturist must know that this is happening.
Meron sila ma'am, municipal inventory, pero di man nagkakanto. Kahit tumodi.
Ang kuwan man ang lugar.
Because of the place?
Because of the place na parang remote na bahiya.
Pero pag election mo, naabot yun na.
Wala.
So the inputs, the fertilizer, should not be put into waste. But I would just like to make it sure if that is coming from our office, from the regional office. Because we have also inputs that came from our office, and there are also inputs that are being procured by the local government unit.
Ma'am, magkatungani ka mo, akong laki, ayaw mo pagkailangan na taga-DE. Kaya picture na rin yung address barangay niya, kaya wala yung barangay yun, hindi mo lang dito na anong kalahis yun, hindi mo rin ang pinaka, barangay yun. So ka dito ka, kalahis. Oo, project ka na,
Natuloy Pinabakdaw, Kalbiga.
Kalbiga yun ma'am. Kalbiga, kisa rin mo.
Awa may sisering mo gyapon. Ako nagaad.
Ang sa Calbiga, Kalahi Seeds na building or structure.
Okay, ako na nagsisering yun, Kalbiga, nga, an era, Seeds, an era gihapon mga abono, gintago, yan kay naglain na adad to.
Yes, that will melt.
Oo. So, gintinagulay ito, yung tinakuban lang dito. So, di rin ito ma-distribute mga farmers sa San Ignacio, Calbiga.
San Ignacio, Calbiga. Oo, so we will do monitoring on that. If where is the source? If that comes from the regional office or kung ang procurement niyan ay sa LGU.
Kasi ang nagdaog yan pag naman niya kapitan. So, ang outgoing, hiya at may.
So, iba rin
So, San Ignacio ang Calbiga, magharani lang ito yung magsapit lang ito hiyan. Ayaw na ko na-quote ko ni Nelson ba, hindi na ko na makaagi ito pagkatakas na lang. Yes, I'm from Calbiga, by the way. Okay, next question, Sir Ray.
Thank you. Siguro i-address ko naman na city. about urban agriculture. Marami kita dati in the urban lifestyle na tanan napapalit madali. No, pagkaon, ada man din naman shopping kaya natukat mall, it is available, ready to make foods available here. Now, what strategies do we have to promote this methodology of urban agriculture, urban farming, na dito mga constitute within the city, so that we can definitely increase our food security or food production in the city.
Itamo niya naging dataga ni in focus ang mga 4Ps. Hiramang buliton kay nakatumang ko na pisina na harap talaga na assistance kay requirements sa era. Nalabot labisan ito nila requirements sila amo kita tagaan focus. Kaya may mga time mga 4Ps. Amo tira din hikan mismo mga may di ba may mga FDS, pwede man nila itong family development program session, oo. Kami mismo nakatut era city na pwede kami pag FBS niyo, kami magkandakin gardening. Kay itong yun naman yung pinaka vulnerable ako na society. So, iyan tatagaan namin focus. So, magkakanda kami diligan training, bagan orientation, pagtanong, nakataga kami dito yung liso. Tapos, dahil may lot ibang nga dili nato na, oo ma'am, na ginpa-follow up namin yung mga balay-balay. So, ang continuous gardening talaga ang among ginfokusan kay damo man itong damot dara. So, itong basura, daan, mga basura, magulit itong mga plastic. So, nare-recycle na ibalang basura nato. Tapos, food production, food security. Katapos, 4Ps sa downtown. Anhali, after Yolanda, required talaga hiraan tanan nga 4Ps kakanda-kanda mo training, orientation. So, dirilaan for production ang tatagaan lo tamo doon, dirilaan for production food security, pati gihapon sisili nga horticultural therapy. So, kay mga kuampag na Freelanda, mga ang tawag ito, mga Freelanda, mga shock pa kita. So, usag gihapon ito niya nga paagi pag-distress sa era. Food security and basura ng pag-distressing nga era. Sa amin ito. Yan na, focus na lang kami food security, tapos additional income. Ang banding at mga banding at family kay requirement naman itong mga anak nga pagbulig. Buligit inay, diri lahin nanit dito na rabaho. Kasi, aton kasi, Filipino family, itin pipinabayan din nanay. Nanay, magagabin, nanay, maglalaba, magtutuon, mga katomerkado, nalida. So, nire-require namin mga anak, buligit yung nanay, pati asawa. Buligit yung asawa, diri lait ino ng anak. So, di nila urban. Ang purpose nga mo ginatapagaan focus, pati gihapon. Dili mga pabahay. May di kita 9 nga pabahay. So, di rin man na ako sa kaya na. Pero, may na kami identified na nga mga families, pagdadamo, 25 families, 10 families. May na kami na yan ang September pa kami ma-start. Demo. At least 10 families, ito sa pabahay area. Sa mga pabahay ba, 10 families, magkimo kami demo on continuous gardening. Hopefully, matutuman ito namin. Anyways, may naman di, inaara kami Lisa, Ira. Thank you.
Isumpay ko lang, kaya siguro we are focusing on the poverty family, below poverty line. And mahal naman kita usahay itong failure index ito kapag taas in terms of implementation of government programs. Are we not tapping the wealthy families from the middle income to the wealthy family just for the cause of advocacy or whatever thing we have to make it? We wanted to make the city green. Kay para akong magtika nga nera, pero ko dito may resulta nga mahupay. No? Not because mawala nila paralit, just to show na maupeto iya, sa rin pa, exercise gihapon ito, para lahat na itong mga pumbriliw at sumubad na laliwat. Ito rin kung nga nagtatanong kasi pabatira, di rin magtatanong tira pa ni Malay. Do we have that program for higher class income for the city?
Ito urban agriculture na kanan man ito dara. In fact, may ada kita mga senior citizen nga amo lawit mga magduruto. Takay at atong mga senior citizen nga nabulo ito, mga retirees, at least ari urban maropay ba, at least abang middle class. Damo, AVNG, dapat amo nito, AVNG. Damo ka doon napakatupisin na araw talaga rin technical assistance kanin liso. Kakatot naman, senior citizen talaga at magduruto. Kaya ba man ang mga sa akin busy, pero at least may nagyapon nag-garden. Pero mostly good senior citizens. Awat-awag yun. Pwede magtakat opisina, welcome ito. Kinakandak na aroin technical assistance, kinakanto namon, na aroin na request and trainings, okay, wala problema. Thank you.
Ganito na lang siguro. Ganito na lang in addition.
Ganito na lang. Kasi ang ano naman talaga, urban agriculture, it is being conceptualized because of limited area. So ganito na lang, Miss Eileen, no? Kasi you are more focused on the city. Yung sa amin, talagang buong region, no? It's a wider scope. So, in behalf of the DARFOA, I would like to suggest that why not have, it seems that this is what Sir Ray is trying to drive. Why not have you create a model family in which the community can visit, can see their home garden, how it is being conceptualized, and then later on, many will be visiting, and then that model garden will be multiplied in the city, no, and then in the nearby municipalities. So ganun na lang, parang magkaroon ng multiplier effect.
Mga out-of-the-box ideas.
Little La Granja.
Little La Granja.
Actually opisina nga ni, may da kami nga ni demo on or urban gardening, opisina namon. Before yun na may ada, tapos yun naghimo kami, yan ang baga-uray ng kaayos, kay nag-aalid kami ang office, may ada. Pero, ito, maghihimo kami, may dala kami lobby niya city, nganin, may da kami plano, asan sa dito kanina, by September, di mga pabahay. Pero, mo pa ito, ma-merling ang suggestion, may adala, city good na model, family, urban agriculture. Thank you.
So I think we have to promote that urban gardening. I'm also with Sir Ray for his suggestion on letting the rich people do the urban gardening. Kasi para hira maging role model, para liwat ma-change ang mindset, bangin ang mindset ng mga medyo less privileged one nga nag-gardening kami because we don't have money to buy this food. So at least medyo pantay-pantay, rico or pobre, may dehra gardening. Yes, Ma'am Cecil.
Okay, my question is addressed to the Department of Health. Once again, good afternoon na. Good afternoon na. So, sa nilibot-libot namin sa Region 8, na observe gihapon namin na damo lagi hapon ng municipalities and very active, very functional and municipal nutrition committee. So, maramag na ang focal person sa nutrition is usually the municipal health officer. So, may mahihimo ang Department of Health para ma-address ini nga problema. Kanya kay hasta pa yan damo lagi hapon, and last naman naging bisita sa media caravan sa Nimsor. Duha nga munisipyo and very functional, baga diri niya natatagang focus on nutrition.
Hello. It has already been addressed ito, ma'am, actually, through our, there is a DMO in the different municipalities. So during their health board meetings, in the presence of the MHOs are there, as well as the city, mayors, no? And we advocate that nga maghatag talaga ihing importance, no, ito naton mga nutrition, mga in the different municipalities, kasi hiragot talaga in terms of the focal person, no, in the sinisiring naton in the municipalities. And we are already trying our best, no, to advocate that, kasi hindi naman kami, we're not the implementers, or our ano na lang is to facilitate, no, and advocating na there is really a need, because in terms of our data, malnutrition is really still the number one na problem. So thank you for that, para at least naman when we have our meetings, no, with different with the DMOs, we can also try to reiterate again ito in terms of the ito na mga problems na nakikita natin. And thank you for that, media, kasi kamo talaga nakikita kamo itong number one nga sinisiring nga makikita, no, nga in terms of the issues, no, in the different municipalities, provinces, as well in the region.
Kaysa last namon mga media karagan sa babat noon, basta nanmulagdat ang members ng Municipal Nutrition Committee nga number one sila. So imagine, diri sa mga aram, ha? So, correct signal, very functional, manira MNC.
May daga dito mahugaring there is really, there is really mga ato mga nutrition, no, to different municipalities. So, garing lang, syempre kayo, kumbaga, in focal person niya, diri man lang niya amot iya responsibility. Damo, there are many lots of responsibilities as well as accountability. So, kumbaga, kung haingit iya prioritization of the programs na nakaka-focus hira. So, it doesn't mean to say nga waray. In terms of the inequity and aton mga the responsibilities, no, na ano naton kung haing gud iton more focused tira. Ano lang is to reiterate lang natin niya, i-ano focus ka natin in terms of the malnutrition.
Another question, please.
Hello, good morning. I'm from PIA intern. Concern ko lang po about Eastern Samar, di ba? Eastern Samar has the highest numbers of malnourished children. Yet Eastern Samar is kuan ka ng agriculture, liwat niya ang pangita dito more on agriculture. Ang question ko kasi, concern kasi, kasi kaya ano hataas lagi hapa niya mga malnourished children despite na agriculture aniya pangita. Kasi parang may ada kasi instances dito about hipapad something ng municipality. May municipal agriculture naghatag iya seedlings about mga lettuce. So ang mga stakeholders and people, community hanipapad, mostly ang mga from the grassroots people, diri hira nakilala han lettuce nga vegetable. So dapat, for me, may assessment han municipal agriculture kung ano ang kailangan han people talaga dito. So nakaraglugod kasi diri hira nga ngaon.
That's a good question. Anybody there?
That should be demand driven.
Actually, no. As kanina, nakuha ni Dr. Dutulio in terms of the malnutrition in the regional level, atong datos, no? And really, Eastern Samar, no? Hataas talaga malnutrition. Now, asya nga ni with this theme, no? Kasi it is in a collaboration, in coordination with the different interagencies. Kasi we found out na, kasi nakikita natin niya, we are in terms of the Eastern Samar, sining pa, it is an agricultural, no? Damo itong farmers, but nakikita natin sining pan lettuce, nga diri man ito nakaon, punta kung what is striving there, kung hain ito, kung anot dito nga, kumbaga nakakaon or makuan is lettuce, sing pa, diri kita we are not kuan itong mga lower, no? Kaya hindi nga, even at the middle income, no, families, they don't have that lettuce as staple food, no? So we will have to emphasize that in collaboration with the Department of Department of Agriculture, nga kitaon anay, make it a survey kung what is really an atong gingkakaon dito, and more popular, but it's not popular, but a healthy food nga iaano naton, i-introduce no to our community. Kasi for me, lettuce mas, I don't know, but I think it's the agriculture aspect na ang mag-ano to. So, in terms of the monitoring, validation of everything, no? Everything, when there is a program, it has to be validated. It has to have a survey first before going to ano talaga, what is really the most important food na the community needs.
Oh, I think she's right. There should really be proper assessment and monitoring of certain projects. So, since almost 12, I think we already have saturated the time allotted for this press conference. So, before we call it a day, we will request again our guests to give their closing statements.
So, okay, thank you. No, thank you for this press conference, and I'm sure you are the media people are the most important because kayo talagang nakikita you are a neutral critic, supporter of everything. Kasi kami ng stakeholders analysis, so kayo reporters, you are the ones very important for us to make our program successful. Thank you.
We are everything. Take note.
Yes, I support to the statement of Dr. Bolito. Sabihin na lang natin, you are the powers. What the programs the DE are really trying to drive or really implementing in the local government units, you are our co-workers. So we are happy that you have joined with us. At the start, I have mentioned the theme of this year's celebration of the National Nutrition Council, ugaliing magtanim sapat na nutrition aanihin. So, for me, there are only two lines that we are going to remember. Why plant or why home gardening or why home and family gardening or even in government offices, schools and workplaces. The first is in order to address micronutrient deficiencies in the family, and secondary is, of course, if we will be doing this, it would mean an augmentation or additional family income. Okay? So, thank you again. This is Marley Tuason of the ARFO8. Good day.
Guys, additional title, we are the powers. Yes, Ma'am Eileen.
Pasalamat ako nga I was invited here kay tigdala himang untataan sige na lakayanin naman ako. Kaya man ko na napakakaya. Pasalamat ako media. Actually, I'm sorry for the media people pero again correct me yan ako hindi ma-open a notion para media people. Pero yan na corrected na. Not all, of course, not all. Especially kamo media people, yan na, I believe nga, you're the best. Yan na din. Thank you nga, I was given the chance na to be here, na ibaan ako notion, partihan, media people.
We understand.
Sorry for na ako corrected na. Pasalamat ako kan Ate Marley nga. Anya ko yan na at least nakapakuan kami na City Agriculturist Office, may na kami mga programa gihapon, especially yung mga ininga urban agriculture kaya ang mga itong ipopromote namon. Hopefully, ito mo manggod media ito, makakasagabay namon. Kaya diri man nga tanan nakaka-access sa internet, din ka mga ada iyo. Salamat, damo nga salamat. And good noon.
Thank you so much to our friends and also to our media friends, especially the Himsogers. On behalf of the Philippine Information Agency, I am Gemma saying galing magtanim, sapat na nutrisyon na anihin. Good news.